Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. And in the last episode, guys, Holmes was encouraged to see the bigger picture and make a deal with the devil for the greater good, and actually allow Thomas Norton to get away with his heinous crime. However, Holmes isn't really a big picture kind of guy. He leaves that to Mycroft, and not only did we say no to the offer to hand the picture back to Norton, we actually handed it off to Vogel, who plans to let Norton's crime be known to the entire island. So I'm curious to see what the after effects of that are going to be. But we are back here in Stonewood Manor. We have a lovely mermaid skeleton delivered to us by the eccentric artist. And now we have, let's go ahead and see what the current case is. Fractured memory. I caught a glimpse of another memory. I remember examining bones, large and pale, and remembering the reflections of the magnifying glass and my mother's voice. There was a room full of artifacts and curiosities. It must be somewhere on the manor's ground floor near a rather memorable painting, which looks to be of the pyramids, and there we go. So, oh, hey kids.
I remember returning home with a pair of perfect sticks. We wanted to turn them into training swords.
Oh, that's right. We stood there, frozen, staring at something huge in the main hall.
So what was that thing? I like how it's all jumbled, like an origami gone wrong.
It was a giant aquarium with a living mermaid in it.
Impossible, it must have been something else. Oh, of course, that mortifying hoax presently taking up space in our front yard.
Well, fine. Your memory's better than mine. But I'm sure we started examining it immediately. And someone else was around, too.
I mean, serious, that would have dropped me in my tracks had I been running around as a kid. So... Ah.
It was my mother. She asked what I thought of the artifact.
You were really concentrating and holding something in your hand.
I inspected it with a magnifying glass and was able to confirm it was made of two different skeletons. The mermaid was a fake.
And so it was time to smash the thing. Your mother took a hammer and...
Slow down, John. That's not how it happened. I remember other people joined us. The workers took the artifact and placed it into the cabinet of curiosities. It became part of Mother's collection of fakes. She always said that the truth lies in the details. This mermaid helped me to learn that.
Curiouser and curiouser. I thought this would have belonged to Holmes's dad, but not the case.
Ah yes, my mother's studio. She was an authenticator, and this was her cabinet of curiosities.
I never saw the point. What does it matter if some artifact is real or not? It still exists.
Okay, we saw Cthulhu here earlier. Let's see if we can actually track him down. Oh, holy crap. Well, there's the big guy. Fatagan! There's probably more than a few, yeah. Oh, that looks very Giegerish, actually. Like biomechanical. Alright, I'm a fan. Ugh. Sinking city flashbacks to going in the water. Ugh. Hopefully we don't have to deal with that here. I would have loved this room as a kid. Been terrified and fascinated.
I remember this cozy blanket. It was perfect for...
Wigwam! Oh, that was a joy to build them. Imagining ourselves as wayfarers on the other side of the world.
Can't go wrong with a good old blanket and chair fort. Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1. Really now? By Wallace de Aurum. Got the magnifying glass and the pipe there.
Watkinson and Holman, Chapter 1, by Wallace Dioram.
Oh, Mycroft. He always acts so serious, but then reads tripe like this.
John, if I remember correctly, you couldn't put this book down.
Getting very meta here. This is not the cup of a carpenter.
Another fake Holy Grail. Its owner claimed to be the heir of King Arthur. Scarcely believable. He also insisted a deadly rabbit was hunting him.
He'll not risk another frontal assault. That rabbit's dynamite. Is there anything else we needed to see here? Okay. Ooh.
The full plate armour of Sir Robert Swanford. I was told my father won it in a wager.
Armour is armour, but look at his sword. Oh, how badly I wanted to wield the blade. Maybe you take it instead of your pistol.
I'm okay with that. Okay, I think we need to check that last.
And this one was brought from a German museum. They claimed it belonged to Vikings. Nonsense, of course. Vikings never had horns on their helmets.
Mm-hmm. Are you my mummy?
The so-called mummy of a Persian princess. The defrauders did good work, but missed one small detail. It's the mummy of a man.
Seems like a big detail to me.
An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
Oh, cool. That's the skull they tracked down.
An archaeological find should be here. It's far better than beneath the old city walls.
Someone cracked this display case. What do we got here? Oh, we got a giant.
Look, it's Roger. This jolly old man's well preserved. Even looks refreshed.
I doubt he drew much interest at the auction.
That's for the best. I'd be upset if he fell into the wrong hands.
Kind of wish his name was Andre. Oh, we are finding more things. Alright, I'm gonna keep on looking on the shelves and such. 1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. Ooh, wow.
1852, Bingley, West Yorkshire. This photo caused a lot of fuss. My mother spent some time to prove it was a fake.
Oh, fairies. Gotcha. What author? Was it Lewis Carroll? I remember there was one author that got really, into fairies and believed that they were a real thing. I think it was Lewis Carroll. I'll have to look that up after I'm done. What's in the box? My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? I do miss our evening conversations, even if we never agreed in our opinions. Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Letter from Otto's brother. Otto Richter's personal notes. Okay, this was the doctor. Mrs. Holmes is a patient of considerable interest and an ideal test subject to explore some of my theories. I will attempt to repeatedly immerse her in the traumatic situation that precipitated her mental illness. It is my belief that reliving that moment may give her mind a chance to embrace what happened, accept it, and effectively cure itself. I'm confident in my hypothesis and merely need to prove it. In addition, it's fortuitous to be around the broader Holmes family. Perhaps I'll be able to examine the hereditary of psychological traits, be they competencies or disorders. It is already apparent that all family members share an uncommonly high intelligence. It appears that the mother's condition has begun to affect the mind of the youngest boy, Sherlock. While I cannot conduct a proper medical examination due to the protectiveness of the elder son, it seems that the boy suffers ongoing hallucinations in the form of an imaginary friend, John. Okay, what was that? Hold on. What was that other one? My dear brother, I heard you recently arrived on Cordona. Have you come to see me? Cordona is home to a stunning new art gallery, which I visit every Thursday. Meet me there. Oh, and do not seek Klaus. I left that name behind. Could that be Vogel? Like he changed his name, so he would be the doctor's brother. That's interesting. We'll keep that in the back of our head in case it comes up. Okay, what else we got here? So, like reliving the trauma over and over again, that reminds me of Shutter Island. A torn diploma found in the cabinet of curiosities. Someone deliberately ripped it into several pieces. Reassembled and translated, the diploma reads, "On behalf of the board of the University of Geneva, Switzerland, we, rectors of the university, noting that Mr. Otto Richter has undergone the test required by the laws and regulations, confer on him the degree of Doctor of Medicine with the rights and prerogatives so attached."
Clearly, it was deliberately torn. I wonder why someone would do that.
The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
The Tulpa, Studies in Tibetan Mentalism.
Thank you, Sherlock.
An impressive number of bookmarks. Someone was rather obsessed with this subject.
Okay, I think we may have... Oh, nope.
Mother said this was among the hunting trophies of a Scottish Viscount.
So he tried to persuade everyone that his forest was inhabited by these beasts. It would have been thrilling if it were actually true.
What about the bear?
One of the most ridiculous fakes I ever saw. Its owner insisted it was a polar bear. He thought the white paint on the brown fur wasn't noticeable.
The paint's even running. Ugh. Okay.
Oh, I remember these. We used them to spar together until Mycroft found out and forbade us from using real weapons.
That's what a big brother would do. Either that or join in. But we have evidence of Mycroft protecting Sherlock even then. Officer Luciano J. Placido. Reliable and driven.
Reliable and driven. I recognize Mycroft's handwriting. Officer Luciano J. Placido.
It's a collection of business cards.
So many calling cards. Mycroft liked to keep useful people at hand.
Dear Mr. Holmes, please accept my deepest gratitude for your recent help with that personal matter. I shudder to think what may have happened were it not for your keen eye and sharp mind. Rest assured, should our paths cross once again, you will be greeted by a grateful friend. His Honor, Judge McDougall.
Dated 24th of April, 1869. Carefully opened.
Mr. Mycroft Holmes, the Cordona City Hall writes to inform you that the trial of Dr. Otto Richter and the death of Mrs. Violet Holmes has been assigned to His Honor Judge McDougall. Your application for a closed hearing has been granted. You are hereby informed that the prosecution has called you as a primary witness in the trial of Dr. Richter. You must present yourself at the Criminal Court of Cordona on the dates listed over leaf. Ooh, there is some serious intrigue going on.
This drawer was always closed. Only Mycroft knew how to open it.
I remember we tried to break it open and spy on him, but alas, had no success. Maybe today's the day. Oh, Sherry.
I'm starting to remember something.
The Master of Unlocking. Okay, hold on. We've got Mind Palace things to look at here. Mycroft did not like the methods of Dr. Otto Richter and did not trust him. I definitely could understand that. Okay. Accident in the cabinet of curiosities, letter from the judge. Tried to spy on Mycroft to find out where he keeps... Aha. Always want to try and do this first.
Ah, the memory comes back. We snuck about watching him.
He closed the drawer and went to the hall. We were like two shadows crawling behind him.
We'll just stay in predator vision here. He had a very roundabout path, didn't he?
The painting on the wall was slightly atilt. He stopped and straightened it.
Okay. Meticulous, as we expect.
Then he threw some logs into the fire and sat in his armchair to read.
It's as boring now as it was then. I'm sorry, Sherry, but I think that's it.
Wait, John, we never use the fireplace in the mornings. What if...
Okay. Don't burn yourself now, Sherlock. Oh, look at that. Okay, there's the key.
A bit of juniper in the fireplace created a soothing atmosphere. It's the little things, isn't it?
It is.
I think this is what we're looking for.
Fortunately, we had tongs there, so Sherlock didn't just stick his hand in the fire. Okay, well, let's run back here and see. Oh. What we got. Now that Mycroft isn't here to stop us.
We made it. So what's there?
Booze, John.
Gifted by Queen Victoria herself. Single malt whiskey. Mycroft's favourite.
Top man. Half a bottle of fine single malt whiskey, Mycroft's favorite drink. We found it locked in the drawer of the desk in the curiosity cabinet, among a pile of important documents. Remarkably, it seems that the whiskey was a gift of Her Majesty Queen Victoria herself.
Otto Richter. This one is rather thick. Mycroft can be truly dogged in his research.
Like an in-depth dossier? Otto Richter is 45 years old, born to a respected family in Bern, Switzerland, unmarried with no heirs. Medical practitioner, graduated from the University of Geneva, Switzerland. Graduation was postponed a year due to a minor scandal on one of his placements. Parents died of cholera, 1863. Only remaining family is a half-brother, Klaus, age 35. Present whereabouts of Klaus Richter unknown, last seen on Cordona.
Dossiers on the most influential people on Cordona. Mycroft always had a habit of building files on everyone he met.
Alright. So we cleared that up pretty good. Curiosity is satisfied.
I used this ladder to look at the top shelf, right? On the day of Mother's breakdown upstairs.
Right you are, Sherry.
Which is appropriate, considering what that is.
We heard a noise. I can't recall of exactly what. And we didn't have a great view from behind the statue. Books and papers from the table somehow ended up on the floor. Now it's coming to the surface. I feel it.
So what exactly are we putting together here? What do you... Oh, an elephant. Okay. Wait a minute. What was that other sound? I didn't hear anything else. But they were here on the ladder, so... And they couldn't see, because the mermaid was obstructing their view. Like how they had the spear and the shield. That's a nice memory. Ooh. Mycroft and the Doctor were having a word. Okay, I think this may be it. Let's go ahead and validate.
You're not even trying,
Ooh.
Sherry.
Whoops.
Concentrate.
Then... It was definitely that one.
Come on, Sherry. Let's go outside. Wait. Did you hear that? Come here, Sherry.
You call this progress? Charlatan, amateur. I'm not letting you anywhere near my mother again.
So there was a quarrel between them.
It all happened shortly after the incident in Violet's room on April 9th. Sherry decided to play with artifacts in the Cabinet of Curiosities, and of course I went with him. As a result, we became unintentional witnesses to an argument between Mycroft and Otto Richter. Sherlock's brother was angry. He was sure that Dr. Richter had done something dubious to their mother and that it backfired. He called Otto a charlatan.
I heard a noise in the hall. Let's check it out.
More guests?
Sherry, look! We've got a parcel here. Hurry up and let's see what's inside.
Oh, this can only lead to good things. Dear Mr. Holmes, I'm waiting for you at Kurt Manchio's mansion on Turquoise Lane, across from Cordona Abbey in northern Gran Serre. Come at once. If inconvenient, come anyway. Always your friend, VV. P.S. I sent you the appropriate outfit for this place to avoid any unnecessary complications. I hope it fits.
An invitation that comes with a mask. We can't miss this, Sherry.
Oh, Lord. New location, Cordona Abbey. So we are getting into some cult-like shenanigans here. Actually, speaking of wardrobe, I went ahead and bought the DLC, like the season pass for this game, so we have some new cases unlocked, as well as some new gear. Check this out. I like it. The greatest detective, this look age as well. Cathilla is calling. Master Sleuth. Slavic gangster, you came to the wrong neighborhood. Widow's outfit. Top of the morning to ya. Prince of Darkness, turn heads before cracking skulls. Interesting. What else did we get? Gangster's Blinder, famous among Eastern European hoodlums. Widow's Veil, the face mask. Ooh. Oh, we're going like full evil nun here, aren't we? Anything else? Ukrainian, John. Painted black. I like those shirts. Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and change up our wardrobe a little. Let's go for that. The Master Sleuth. I dig it. Fashionable coat and duster. I know it looks hot out there too, so Sherlock is suffering for his style. What do we do now? That's the main story mission. Oh, what was did in the shadows? We may actually have to put on the vampire garb, guys. We also got the missing shopkeeper. Actually, I know exactly what we're going to do next. We are going to head to... We're going to check the stores and check the paper. Because I want to see what exactly has happened. Oh, see, we got some new furniture there. I wonder if it's... like in every antique store? Okay, cool. Looks like it. Let's, Ah, cool. We'll stop by the news kiosk on the way. Easy there, frame rate.
Extra, extra! A very British scandal. The British envoy has defiled a refugee woman. Proof supplied by the gallery owner, Mr. Vogel.
Interested in some Cordona news?
Very much so.
Check the front page. You won't regret it.
Okay, John's diary, consequences. What connects vandalism in an art gallery? The murder of prominent local artist Boniface Mercurio, secret gatherings in the dead of night, and the British envoy? A painting. As gallery owner Werner Vogel explains, one of Mercurio's salacious works featured a devil that resembles the British envoy. Photographic evidence recently emerged proving that the similarity was no coincidence, and that the diplomat had defiled a refugee woman. The British envoy, seemingly with no limit to his indecency, sought to conceal the truth of his actions by any means necessary. Truly, no punishment would go too far. But what good will it do for the homeless pregnant refugee who suffered most? I mean, that's true. I mean, there was not a good option there, and I definitely give props to Frogware for coming up with that case. I both adore and hate you. It's a nice love... When you have a good love-hate relationship with a game developer...
The best antiques in the district.
You know you done good.
My goods will brighten up your house.
Encyclopedia. Annoy your friends with useless trivia. Seemed a little too real for me. Dinosaur skeleton. You can improve any room's feng shui by adding a dinosaur.
Enjoy your purchase.
That's science. Alright, cool. And just to double check that everything is good and we don't have... Oh, we do have additional furniture. Oh, I see, I see. Alright. So, we'll head to Old City Market and we'll grab furniture while we're... for the rest of this episode. I just think that's the most appropriate thing we can do.
Nice affordable clothes.
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Is this it?
Merhaba. It's a good day for a purchase.
Mayan ritual dagger. Summon a dragon or the end of the world.
May your purchase bring you joy.
I don't know how exactly it would bring me joy unless I was a cultist. Spoiler alert. Sherlock is not, that I know of. And we didn't see any shops in Silverton, but there's one here at Miner's End. Just making all the rounds.
One man's trash is another man's fun. Take a look. Maybe something will catch your eye.
Taxidermy creature. Oh, God. Oh, that's one of the cats from Sinking City. A deranged artist brought it back from a flooded city. Oh, I hadn't seen one of those up close. Gimme. Preserved offcuts. Best not to ask questions.
I hope you like what you bought.
Yes. Yes, I did. Thank you. Thank you, sir. You have a satisfied customer. And I think that is going to do it for the episode today, guys. When we get back, we'll decide what our next case is and where Sherlock's going to go. Hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.